Week 6 of the fantasy football season, and here's a few running backs I have as sleepers this week. The first guy, Salvon Ahmed of the Miami Dolphins. So Ahmed right now available 97% of fantasy leagues. He returned to practice this week, and now with Devon Achane out for at least 4 weeks on injured reserve. I know Jeff Wilson possibly getting activated and coming off as well, but we know Raheem Mostert's an injury-prone back throughout his career, and Jeff Wilson has been. So right now, available, like I said, in tons of leagues is Salvon Ahmed. And now he's the second, third string fringe running back over there. So in the deepest of leagues, if you need something to just stick out there and hope something can happen, it could be Salvon Ahmed. He's a speedy running back. He was coming into the season on the depth chart ahead of Devon Achane, and then obviously missing that game, he made the most of his opportunities. So right now, I don't think Raheem Mostert's going to get that 25-30 touch per game. And either Jeff Wilson or Salvon Ahmed is going to be one of these players to step up and take some of the work that Achane left, now going on injured reserve. So if you need a deep sleeper option at the back position this week, he's one this week. Next guy is Keontae Ingram. He's on the Cardinals. So Keontae Ingram, he's been banged up with a neck injury over the last few weeks. But right now, it looks like he's going to go out there and play in this game. And he's number one on the depth chart. I know a lot of people went out there and picked up Dean Mercido, and rightfully so, since he got the carries after James Conner went down. But Devon Ingram, Keontae Ingram, he's been the backup all season before he went down in week 3 with injury. And right now, available still in tons of fantasy leagues at 89%. So if you could get a starting running back off the waiver wire, pretty much not waiting for waiver claims, and get him now and put him in your starting lineup with a lot of injuries at the running back position the last few weeks and a few teams on bye, I think Keontae Ingram could put in a serviceable 8 to 10 fantasy point day in PPR leagues with a decent matchup at the Los Angeles Rams. And the third and final running back I have as a sleeper this week is Devonta Foreman of the Chicago Bears. So Devonta Foreman, he wasn't picked up a ton after the waiver wire period, but now he's the only healthy back and last man standing, it looks like, in that Chicago Bear backfield. So Devonta Foreman, we saw last season after McCaffrey got traded away from the Panthers to the San Francisco 49ers. There were some weeks where Foreman was a top 5 performer in fantasy points at the position. So he's a big physical bat. I know you don't catch the ball out of the backfield. You don't have the greatest of speed, but it's a goal line and a short yardage threat. Say even if he gets 60 yards and a touchdown in a game, which definitely is possible in this matchup here versus the Minnesota Vikings that we know don't have one of the greatest of defenses. This Chicago Bear team, they got a lot of threats on offense. DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Justin Fields running with his legs as well, Darnell Mooney. So right now, I think Devonta Foreman, he could have another good game, and he's been an under-the-radar guy throughout his whole career. We've seen it in all his stops. Him have a decent impact is Foreman. So right now, if you need a sleeper option and a guy's going to start and possibly get a big workload this week, Foreman is a sleeper this week. So that's a few running backs I have as sleepers here in week 6 of the fantasy football season.